I was 11 years old at the time, and I remember my mom coming out quickly and saying, "You're not going to school." And I would say within 5-6 hours, there were at least a dozen DEA agents in bulletproof vests and machine guns guarding my house.
In my heart, I was expecting it. It was too long. I had an anxiety reaction, an attack, and at that moment, I knew he was gone.
A couple of agents came and said, "We found a body, we don't know if it's his." And then the next day, they confirmed with us that it was him.
I was even more protective of the children after this happened. And I feared that something would happen to me or something would happen to them.
I've seen people who have gone through tragedy and the bottom falls out. I saw it more as, I guess there were stairs to go higher. It's a weird, I took it as opportunity. Whenever my dad would go out on a training trip, he would tell me, "You're the man of the house." So that's how I took it. I was now the man of the house. He asked me, "What are you going to be when you grow up?" And I did what any other kid would say. "I want to be a DEA agent, just like you." He said, "No, you're not." Being a prosecutor is about as close as I can get. We prosecute domestic violence cases, child abuse, child molest, elder abuse cases, and in those cases I see drug abuse issues. And so I do see it as a continuation, almost for me, of what my dad was doing. He was trying to keep the drugs from getting here. I'm working on the other end of sometimes the aftermath of once the drugs are here. The violence that's been erupting again, it shows that the enforcement is working. It shows that they're in disarray. In the drug trade, when your business gets rattled, you get violent.
They have no value for life. They have no morals. And therefore, destroying a life means nothing, and they're destroying many lives. My mission was to reach out to children.
My mom and I, we go speak to kids, and the violence has always been there. The difference now is that it's getting closer to the United States. It's people in this country who use drugs, who buy drugs, who fuel the fire. And I tell kids, look at how different my life is. Not because me or someone in my family used drugs, but because of the drug trade. And think about what you're supporting if you make that decision, if you say yes.